Hi everybody, it's Michaela over at Style with MJD. I'm just coming in with a really quick video just to share with you the November 2021 Boxy Charm subscription kit contents, and then also I'm going to show you how I use one of the products. I'm going to do a really simple, just everyday eyeshadow look. So I'm just going to get right into it. So the first thing that came in the box is the Skin Fix Resurface Exfoliating Pads, and this is actually a pack of 60. So I've heard really good things about this brand, so I'm excited to try it. And then also in there is the makeup brush cleaner spray, and usually I just end up using like soap and water, which I know probably isn't the best thing for my brushes, so I'm kind of interested to see how that product's gonna work for it. And then to go with the makeup brush cleaner, they also have a set of makeup brushes in this really pretty orange and white combination. So I will show you there. They have like a powder brush and then two primarily eyeshadow brushes. And then the next thing in there is the Violet Voss Violet Sunset eyeshadow palette, which I'm so excited about because I love the colors in it. It's a 10 different color palette, and comes in this nice packaging, and it's got a nice mix of like matte colors and also really shimmery glitters. I don't know if that is going to do it justice, but I love the peach and the violet sunset colors. So yeah, so that is the 5 products that came in this month's box, and now I'm going to go ahead and show you how I apply my makeup for eyes. This is a really simple everyday look. I'm not going to get into like eyeliner or anything like that because that just becomes a whole big thing. So this is like if I'm just gonna go to work and sit in my cubicle, this is probably what I'm going to do where I want to look nice, but I don't have that commitment to put on an eyeliner. So the first thing I do, so the only thing that I have done so far is I put on my foundation and concealer, and I use every day, it's the ELF Yellow Color Correcting Powder. I like it. I do also use other products. I use the Milani Setting Powder. It just kind of depends on like which one I'm liking at the time. Right now I'm really happy with the ELF color correcting one. But so that was a side rant. So let's just get into the eyeshadow makeup. So I'm going to use that new brush, and I like to I don't like super bold colors on my eyes. I like to keep them more simple. So usually I start with like a glitter like in the inner corner of my eye, and then I use darker colors in the outer. It's pretty simple. But so for right now, I'm going to go in with the shade Vanilla, and I'm just going to do a couple pats here on the color palette, and then just kind of set like a little base just for the other colors to stick to. And also I usually, just for myself, I usually use like the light color that I use as a base. I usually work up into the upper lid of my eye just so it illuminates it and it isn't like a stark contrast between all the glitter and all the color and then just nothing. So just to make sure it's well blended here, and then I'm gonna go in with vanilla in the same way right here. And I apologize if this is not the best video because, as you know, this is the first makeup tutorial video that I've done, so it might be a little awkward. All right, so now I'm going to go in with the Violet Sunset. Just a few taps there. Ooh, it's really glittery. And again, I'm just kind of working it in. Oh, that's a lot more purple than I expected it to be. Might tone it down with a little bit of the peach, which has a little bit of glitter, just to kind of make it a little less flashy. And then I leave that area there until I go in with a darker color to kind of fade it out as like a, you know, not necessarily like a smoky eye, but I guess that's what you could call it. So I'm just gonna repeat it on here. And then work it into the crease a little bit. And if you're like me, you struggle with getting both eyelids to have the same amount of glitter. So it is a little trial and error just to make sure that they're the same amount of pigmentation. Okay. All right, so that's that. Now I'm going to go in, and just because I don't want to spread like such a vibrant color purple on the other color, I'm going to use a different brush, and I'm just going to use one of my plain just other brushes that I use normally. This one actually came in last month's or September's Boxy Charm. So I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna just go in with this color peach, pick up a lot of it, and then I'm just gonna quickly swipe it, and I'm gonna start a little bit further in, just because, like I said, I like to use the soft colors on the inner corner, blend it in, just to tone it down. And like, I mean, if you were, you know, maybe for like Christmas or something like that, and you wanted like a flashier color, you could definitely use that, you know, just straight the Violet Sunset. But just for an everyday look, I think it's nice to just have that purple undertone and then get the hints of peach just to make it more subtle. Okay, just get them kind of even. Okay, I think we're good. All right, and then again, different brush for the darker color, and I don't want to make it like super dark, so I think I'm just going to go in with the shade Desert Sand. So I'll tap in that a few times and then just lightly work it into the outer corner of my eye. And if you wanted to, if you didn't want to use eyeliner, and you were just doing it really quick, you could always use like a thin brush and just kind of tap it along the upper eyelid and kind of create that lined eye effect. And then, so there's a little bit of contrast there, but we're gonna go back and blend it and get that smoothed out. So now we're just gonna add it to this side as well. And I always carry it out a little bit further than I want it to, because once you go in and blend it in, it is going to be more, it'll be nicer. It won't be as like stark as purple to brown. So I think that's good. I might do actually a little bit more here. Okay. And then another brush, and just so that I make sure that I don't like ruin it, just a really light tap in the peach in the lighter color, and then blend it out. Okay, so that is the eyeshadow, and then I'm going to go in with my Tarte Cosmetics Opening Act Mascara Primer, and just put a light coating on here. Now again, if you wanted a more dressy look, you could use an eyelash curler. I'm not doing that today, and I just kind of slowly push it into the end, or to the roots I should say, and pull it out just to make sure that it's a nice thick application. And I if you watched one of my first video actually was my unboxing of my Tarte Cosmetics 7 for $65 bundle, and this was one of the items that I picked, and I'm really happy with it. And then we'll do the under eye, because I was kind of skeptical about the product, because I feel like a lot of times like primers are very hit or miss. This product I'm very happy with, and I find that it makes a big difference. So if I can get it out, I'm going to use the Tarte Lights Camera Lashes and just go right back over that on my eyeshadow, on my eyelid. And I'm just going to go right back over that on my eyelashes and start at the bottom. And I am always careful to make sure that I don't get any like smudges of the mascara on my eyeshadow, but if you do, you can always brush it away very gently. That way you don't ruin your eyeshadow and you don't look like you rubbed your mascara all over. That's one of my own personal pet peeves. Alright, and I don't like a super clumpy look for mascara, so I break it up a little bit. Okay, and then we'll just go in real quick on the bottom. Just like that. Okay. And then same process on the other side, obviously. Work it from the roots to the tip. And no, I don't make the crazy fish face that a lot of people make when they apply mascara, because I just don't find that it really helps. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, you can Google search mascara fish face, and there's plenty of memes out there. And just get into that lower lash. And sometimes if I miss the outer corner, I'll just go in with the other end again. Okay. And then really quickly. And then so that will be basically the final part here of my eye makeup, but then I am going to also show you how I personally fill in my brows and what I do for my highlighting and contouring and using blush. And it's also one of the palettes that I use pretty much every day is the Blink Cosmetics Glow Getter palette, which I also received in my Boxy Charm September subscription. And I'm not a monthly subscriber to Boxy Charm because it is a little bit more, I mean, it's not crazy expensive, but it's a little bit more than I would like to use every month. So once in a while I'll just get it. Yeah, so that is that, and now I'm going to go in with the Glow Getter face palette. I'm just going to use my blush brush, and I'm going to use the color Empowered. Just a few taps there. Work it into my cheeks. And then I just put a little bit on the tip of my nose, a little bit up top. And then I go in with the darkest shade, which is Ambitious on this palette. I put a little bit on the bottom of my neck, just for like, not, I guess it wouldn't really be contouring there, but kind of contouring. And then I'm gonna go in Talented and just kind of tap it first on the right in the center of my cheeks, and then get it again and kind of work it up. Okay. And then, like I said, I'm going to just fill in my eyebrows real quick. And I'm still using the Milani Brow Fix brow kit. And clearly I need more. So a few taps in there. And I just like to make it look full there because I do have brows that are thinner towards the inner eye. just kind of fill it in as needed in between so it looks balanced. Same thing on that side. And I kind of struggle with, because my eyebrows, no matter what I do to them, always end up slightly different shape. So, alright. And then when you get, sometimes I get a little bit off, and I'll just go in really lightly with my makeup blender, which has my foundation all over it, and I will probably be using brush cleaner on them too, just to see if it works. And then the last thing for my brows, I go in with the highlighting color on top, and then I just put it in the curve to the tail, just to lighten up my eyes. And then I will sometimes put a little bit on here. I don't always have to do that, but sometimes I just choose to do that. And then I always do, I put a little bit in right in the corner of my eye. Just like that. And right now I'm using the Maybelline Lasting Fix setting spray. So I have had really good luck with that so far. And I think that's it. And then I'm just going to use a quick, this is the Maybelline lipstick. And I'm just going to do that real quick. Alright, and so that's that. So that is basically my everyday, really simple look. I think it took about 15 minutes, so it's not bad. And so I would like to have you guys let me know in the comments what you think, if you like this look, any tips that you also have for everyday makeup looks that you'd like to share, and also what your thoughts on the November 2021 Boxy Charm subscription is. And again, as always, thank you for watching. Bye!